The Cambridge Analytica scandal was a major data privacy scandal erupted in March 2018. It was a British political consulting firm that obtained data from millions of Facebook users without their consent. As a result, it used to influence voter behavior in various elections worldwide, including the 2016 US presidential election. The scandal was brought to light by a whistleblower named Christopher Wiley, who revealed that Cambridge Analytica had obtained personal data from millions of Facebook users without their consent. The firm used a combination of data analytics and psychographic profiling to create detailed personality profiles of millions of voters. This involved collecting large amounts of data from various sources, including social media platforms like Facebook, and using advanced algorithms to analyze and identify patterns. Once the profiles were created, they used targeted advertising and other tactics to influence the behavior of voters. This included developing and promoting fake news stories and propaganda, as well as using micro-targeting to deliver personalized messages to specific groups of voters. The use of analytical models to create political portraits of voters has been widely criticized for potentially undermining the democratic process. By using to create highly personalized messages that read to specific individuals, political campaigns can manipulate public opinion and skew election results. This has raised serious concerns about the role of technology in modern politics and has led to calls for greater transparency and regulation in the tech industry. Targeting political ads to influence voters' perceptions and attitudes is a common practice in modern political campaigning. With data analytics and micro-targeting techniques, campaigns can create highly personalized ads tailored to individual voters' interests, beliefs, and preferences. In the case of Cambridge Analytica, the firm used a combination of data analytics and psychographic profiling to create detailed personality profiles of millions of voters. This allowed the firm to identify specific groups of people with similar personality traits, beliefs, and preferences, and then deliver targeted ads designed to influence their perceptions and attitudes. The ads created by them were often designed to be emotionally charged and intended to appeal to the fears, anxieties, and hopes of specific groups of voters. For example, the firm might create an ad designed to appeal to the concerns of conservative voters by painting a dire picture of the consequences of a liberal agenda. Data manipulation and the British experiment known as Cummings' social experiment are less of how data can be manipulated public opinion and behavior. In the case of data manipulation, this refers to the practice of manipulating or falsifying data to create a particular narrative or achieve a desired outcome. This is a severe concern in data analysis, as it can undermine research integrity and lead to misguided policies or decisions. For example, Cambridge Analytica was accused of using false or misleading information to create personality profiles of voters, which were then used to target political ads at specific groups. The case of Cummings' social experiment refers to an experiment conducted by Dominic Cummings, a political strategist who worked for the UK's Vote Leave campaign during the Brexit referendum. The experiment involved sending targeted ads to specific groups of voters to see how they would respond. The ads were designed to be emotionally charged and intended to appeal to the fears and anxieties of particular groups of voters. The experiment has been criticized for its potential to manipulate public opinion and distort election results. Critics argue that by using targeted ads to influence public opinion, political campaigns can undermine the democratic process and create a situation where elections are won not by the best candidate but by the one with the most sophisticated data analytics team. Aggregate IQ is a Canadian data analytics firm accused of using data to influence political campaigns. The firm was linked to the Brexit referendum campaign and was also charged with working with the Vote Leave campaign in the UK. In 2018, Aggregate IQ was also accused of violating Canadian data protection laws by sharing personal information without consent. Since then, the firm has faced scrutiny and criticism for its data practices. In 2020, Aggregate IQ was found to be working with a US-based organization that was collecting data on protesters and other activists. The organization was accused of using the data to target protesters and other activists with ads designed to undermine their movements and influence their behavior. The company was accused of using data mining and psychological profiling to influence political campaigns and elections in various countries. The revelations about Cambridge Analytica and its involvement in election manipulation have highlighted the potential for abuse in data analytics and targeted political advertising. They have also raised concerns about the need for greater transparency and accountability in using personal data by tech companies and political campaigns. They were implicated in election manipulation in several countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Brazil, Kenya, and India. The company was accused of using data mining and psychological profiling to influence political campaigns and elections in various countries. In the United States, Cambridge Analytica worked on the 2016 presidential campaign of Donald Trump, using data analytics and targeted advertising to reach potential supporters. The company was also involved in the 2014 and 2016 midterm elections and other state and local campaigns. Outside of the US, it worked on political campaigns in several countries, including the United Kingdom's Brexit referendum, the Kenyan presidential election, and the Brazilian presidential election. The company's tactics included creating targeted ads and content designed to influence voters' perceptions and attitudes, and data mining to build detailed profiles of potential supporters. The revelations about its involvement in election manipulation have led to increased scrutiny of data analytics and targeted advertising in politics, as well as calls for greater regulation of data privacy and transparency in the use of personal data.